so. You should have known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it ring.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Right out of the gate, we're going to get a delay. Play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. From his own end zone, Lance on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Cook up the gut, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for the Charger touchdown. James Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Okay, right.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they'll throw with Lance. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from the defender is hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Lance now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time,
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
They run it again with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That's another Chargers first down.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Cook running right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lance looking to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. They'll get this one down near the 20. Just shy of the 20.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now play fake. Lance. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. Hey, come here.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Ready up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Lance going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Gibbons in motion. Lance now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field, and brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Cook again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A give. This is Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try the middle with Cook. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
25 yards on the play. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from right on our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing now is Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Complete to Dawson Knox. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And give him another 6. It's gone for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. He's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lance. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
In motion comes the tight end left. Lance now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll send Gibbons in motion. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got this to Pickens. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And Lance's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Lance. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on second down. Lance completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll send Gibbons in motion.
First down, Denver.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send Gibbons in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. This is a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends, cause yeah, she did it. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion, you started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a care, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion, you started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.